Big win for our football team. Proud of this football team. Each week we keep improving, and for our guys to come here and play the way they did and play for 4 quarters and find a way to win the ball game was big for our football team. Much needed win for our football team, and again, it's always great to play in Doe Campbell and great to have our fans there to help us along the way. So great win for the Notes.
Go to Ira over on your right.
Willie, you guys obviously had a lot of adversity to battle back from. What did you see from your team, especially in the fourth quarter?
They kept fighting. The guys just kept fighting, and we had some playmakers that stepped up and made some big plays for us when we needed them to make a play. The thing about the catch DJ Matthews made was big, and the play that Terry had there in the fourth quarter was big for us. Our guys just kept playing. They didn't get down on themselves, and they made the plays that we needed to make.
Go to Brendan in the top middle.
Well, you mentioned this being much needed. I guess what do you think this win could do for the team moving forward, given how close you guys have been the last few weeks and having heartbreak? What does finishing, I guess, do for you?
Well, it just showing, like I said a minute ago, our guys are showing that they're improving. Each week our guys have improved. Again, it hasn't been as fast as we like, but for them to go out and put a complete game together was big for our team and big for our confidence moving forward, and we got to build off of it now.
He's coming.
Will we talk about Hornibrook, his game, the way he played?
Alex came in and did a good job for us. You know, he came in the third series of the game and led our team down and scored a touchdown. And then when James got hurt, for him to come in and lead our team was big for us. I think it showed his experience and how mature he is. The game wasn't too big for him. The moment wasn't too big for him. He was ready for it. And again, it's another example of our football team, a guy stepping up when that opportunity comes. And it's so important. We always tell our guys that you never know. You got to be ready. And I'm proud the young man was ready for this opportunity.
Stay on the front row over there.
What is the status of James Blackman, the extent of his injury, and what is his status?
We'll know more of that tomorrow. He's got to get an MRI on it. It's good to see him walking on it right now. So,
Is his foot?
no, it's his knee.
We'll go to Gene, top left.
Coach, you held Louisville at 2.6 yards per carry. They're a really good rushing team coming in. You guys struggled with it against the run a little early on. What's changed? What did you guys do better this week to slow down the run?
Like I said earlier, we're just getting better as a football team, understanding our mistakes in previous games, and our guys are correcting them the next game. Again, early first 3 ball games, there was always something different that was coming up, was hurting our team, and I felt like our guys improved each week, and whether it's standing their gaps or lining up right, and then having a mentality of stopping the run. And they did a good job of stopping Louisville's run game.
We'll go to Wayne, front row on the left.
Coach, penalties have been big on your list of things that you wanted to correct over the last few weeks. 5 for 36. Just how pleased are you with that performance?
I'm excited. Again, another area of improvement, and we know. I said last week how penalty cost us in the game, and when we don't have them, then we got a chance to win ball games. When you don't turn the ball over, you got a chance to win ball games, and our guys played some winning football tonight.
We'll go to Shaw.
Coach, we saw Jaden go down and it looked like he had an air cast put on. Do you have any official word on it?
No, we'll know more from Jaden tomorrow morning as well.
Kurt.
We saw Alex before the injury down front.
Oh, there you go.
We saw before the injury. We saw Alex get a couple series. I guess what was the kind of the reasoning behind kind of giving him some series, and how do you think it might have helped him when he kind of got thrown into the game that he'd been in and had a little success?
No, I thought Alex would go and play well regardless of when he went in, and the reason we did it, we wanted to. We wanted to get him some reps and get in there, and knew he would do a good job. So he did exactly what we thought he would do.
Go to Ira on the right.
I think Samari's touchdown, I think that was the first time he touched the ball today. It seemed like maybe he was kind of going through a tougher stretch than he had been earlier. How has he been doing, and how big do you think that play could be for him?
Terry's been doing well. He's been a great teammate. Again, he, like any other receiver, he would want the ball more and get it to him more. And thing I'm proud of him that, again, he went the whole game not getting the ball, but he stayed locked into the game and catches for us there in the fourth quarter that was much needed for our football team. So again, he could have easily been frustrated that he wasn't getting the ball and pouted, but he decided to be a great teammate and be ready when his name was called. And sure enough, he was ready.
Cyrus had waited a long time to have a moment like that. How satisfying was it to see him come up and make the play defensively to split things?
That was huge. You know, we talked to our guys about somebody stepping up and make a play. You know, when things aren't going our way, we need someone to step up and make a play. And it was great to see Cyrus make that play for us. And Cyrus been having a really good. He had a good training camp. He's been totally different this season and been locked into being a better player. And it's really paying off for us, and paying off for him as well. And like I said, it was great for him to get that interception and much needed.
Go to Corey, top left.
And Willie, after you took the lead, the defense got a quick. They got two stops at the end of the game. How positive is that moving forward? What your defense did after the pick by Cyrus Fagan to finish out the game and close out the game?
I thought it was positive, just the way that guys played overall defensively. You know, like I said, they did a great job against the run. Gave up a couple big pass plays, but for the most part, they played football and defense the way you're supposed to play it. And again, to be able to come up with those stops when we needed it, that's an improvement for our defense and our football team. So that's what we expect out of those guys, and we need them to continue to play that way, and I think they will.
There you go, right in the middle, over the TV cameras.
Hey, Coach. Seemed like James Blackman, when he was in the game, he was keeping the ball and running it a little more early. Was that an emphasis for y'all this week for him to do that, or was that just him reading the play and knowing that they were keying on Cam Akers?
We call play for James to run the ball, and so he ran it, you know. And then when he had time to scramble, when we called a pass play, he scrambled. You know, I know a lot of folks worry why James don't run. We don't call a lot of run plays for him, you know, but we did today, and he did a good job of running when we did call it.
All right, just to the left, same row, to the left. To your left, Coach.
Nope, my bad.
Coach, I know the last couple of weeks you've been mentioning this team needs to mentally get tougher, and you wanted to challenge them to continue as a team to work together for victories. Was the way in which you guys won today, with the way the defense got a stop when Louisville was deep into that territory, and then the offense being able to respond, take the lead, and then to push the lead again to double digits? How big was the way in which the game occurred for you guys in the victory?
It was just big that our guys overcame some of our demons, you know, from early in the year. You know, every game we started and we went in halftime up, you know, and then we started second half, and we don't do much. But each game we did something a little better. Last week we played hard and smart for 3 quarters. Didn't play smart before. This game we put it all together. And again, it's just a sign of progress with our team and understanding our mistakes and not giving up on each other. You know, I think you see a team starting to believe in each other a lot more. And what I'm seeing, I saw the last 2 weeks, is our guys starting to play for each other. And I think that was something that was missing. And when they play for one another, great things happen for them.
Willie, clearly these kids, and for that matter your staff, probably, you know, it would have been easy to say today, here we go again. You guys didn't. I mean, do you believe demons can be a good thing if that stuff is on kids' minds?
Do I believe demons can be a good thing?
Yeah, like, keep that in mind.
I don't know about demons being a good thing. I just I believe in our kids, our young men, and knowing what they can do for us and how good they can play. And again, I'm just excited that they've been able to block out all the negative and continue to stay focused on getting this football team right and getting themselves right. And I'm more proud of them for that than anything. Is they've been able to block out all the negativity and stay positive and then found a way to win the ball game here at Doak. And again, we got to build off of that. And again, hopefully, it's a learning lesson for our guys to continue to stay in our cocoon and not allow anything outside of here affect what we're trying to get accomplished.
Wayne, over here, front row on the left.
Coach, Cam was a workhorse for you again tonight. Just how impressive was he today, and what do you think he did well?
Cam did a good job. I mean, he had 29 carries, and Cam runs the ball hard, and I thought he ran it really hard in the second half when we needed him to, and some of the tackles that he broke was big for us, and he was just fighting for first down. And again, I think we all seen that out of Cam all year long. And and Cam is doing what we expected him to do, and we need to continue to do that.
With Alex coming from an offense not much like the one he's kind of had to learn here, have you been impressed? He looked pretty comfortable tonight. Have you been impressed how quickly he's kind of picked up on a pretty different offense?
Well, I've been impressed since the day he got here, but those things that they just didn't happen. Alex put in a lot of work to be really good. He put in a lot of work to understand the offense. He put in a lot of work to get to know his teammates. And like I said before, I'm more impressed with that from Alex than anything, and how he came and how the team has embraced him since day one. But because he's put in the work to get to know his teammates individually and take them out and working on drills and stuff, and I think the other guys appreciate it. Here's a guy coming in here working his tail off and trying to fit in with everyone else. He's done a great job, and again, that's why we knew if he got in, God was going to continue to play for him too. So it's just great to have someone like that. It's great that he was ready for his moment. And again, I don't think for us it was a surprise or anything. The kid has played in a lot of big games, and again, we saw today it wasn't too big for him.
All right, on the right side.
It's not breaking news that James is a good teammate, but after Louisville took the lead, he was kind of whipping around, encouraging guys. And how also did he handle letting Alex go into the game early? Sometimes the starting quarterback may not be thrilled about that. How did he handle all that?
I think we all expect for James to handle it, like a pro, like a teammate. Now, did he like it? No, he don't necessarily like it. I don't think any competitor like to be taken out of the game and go, but James trusts in the process. He trusts in his coaches and what we're doing. And like I said before, James, again, unfortunately he got hurt, but he's our starting quarterback, and he's a great teammate. And he didn't do anything that we didn't expect for him to do. He just continued to be a great teammate even after he got hurt and got wrapped up and came back out there leading his team.
So Jay on the left, almost all the way to the top.
Coach, how do you get Aguayo to kind of bounce back and regain his confidence after this game?
Competition always help.
Last one, Corey.
Willie, that was the third game this year at home where you've had a big lead and the team has come back. In a weird way, I know you want to win games 50-0, but is it a good thing for this football team to come back after getting punched like that and able to come back in the fourth quarter? Is that a good way for this team to win a football game?
I think it's a sign of an improvement for our football team. We tried to do that early in the year and it didn't work. And again, we kept fighting and stayed locked into each other and what we had to do, and we found a way. It's just a matter of time to be put in that situation again and see if you can correct it. And I think that's most important, that you don't continue to make the same mistakes twice. And our guys corrected some of the mistakes that caused us not to win those games early in the year. And again, we played smarter today, and then we found a way to make some winning plays when we needed to make them. And that's how you win ball games. And our guys are learning that.